Hi everybody, my name is Tino and I did my senior project on setting up Pixie and Netboot. Yeah. So what is Pixie? Pixie is basically allows you to boot off from the network. So you basically don't need a CD or anything. You just boot up from the network. And the process it usually takes is that you have to power on your machine and then go to BIOS and put your network as the primary. So instead of going from the CD first, it will go from the network, and everything is already set up in the server. So that's how it will be going. So this is my core tags. So first I set up Windows and Linux DHCP servers, and then I installed VirtualBox on each of the servers. So the reason why I did install VirtualBox on each of the servers was to be able to taste that my DHCP actually did work. And then after that, after everything worked right, then I set up Pixie and Netboot. My hope task was to be able to add multiple iOS to install or to boot from. And then my dream task was to fully understand the process it takes when an image boots from the network. Also be able to install and boot images off the network. So now that you already went through this, now we're gonna go on on a little bit of demonstration how everything kind of work. This is my Windows server machine. I basically didn't do much with this one. I just use it to taste everything. I configure most of the settings in my Linux server. So and this is what we have. This is my virtual box that I installed in my Linux server. And these are all the Linux distribution that I've already set up through the network. So as you can see, if we go here and then we click start, you see how it's kind of, oops, I'm gonna have to do it again so you guys can see how it starts looking for the files to boot from. So you see it's currently looking, and then because I already installed this machine, I already installed the OpenSUSE from the network, so I'm gonna log in there, then click enter, and you guys will see actually it did work. So yep, and this is one of the files that I installed. Yeah. So this is OpenSUSE, so I could be able to boot from the network actually. And then basically what I'm gonna show you guys is when I go in there and I type ifconfig, it will show me, and then I check my log file, it will show me that it's actually among my files. So I'm just gonna go with body. Okay, just go here, but it's kind of a little bit slow, but it does work. Everything came out as I expected. Let's see here. So console. So I do if config, click, and it says no. Let's go to the absolute one. Yep, super user mode and password. Come on, come on. Okay, here you go. Come on. Where you at? While he's taking his time, I'm just gonna be able to. I'm just gonna try to log in into my Linux server. Let's see, let's see. Hola. It's taking so long. No. Getting in there. Okay, so I'm just gonna. So this is my Linux machine, my Linux server. Basically, the place I installed the Pixie. So I'm gonna go check the logs. And let's go. Let's see. And this is the machine that is already on. So it's this machine. So as you can see, my DHCP recognized it, even though after I installed the Pixie board and everything. So now let's go and taste different distro. So I'm just gonna turn off my this. I'm gonna turn off this one, and I'm just gonna press on just like leave. So just wanna shut it off. Anyways, let's let's try. Let's start. Let's do like a base new installation. So let's see. For example, I wanted to do. Let's see final Pixie boot. So it's fine. I'm gonna select Ubuntu 64-bit. Yeah. And next, 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 next. So it's here. Now that I have this one, I just come to systems, and this is the network. So we want to make it our first priority. So when we boot up the VM, first look for the network. Then we go to network, and then we change it to bridge adapter, so that it looks internal. Then we click OK. Then after clicking OK, let's now see what happened. See, it's telling me that I need something. I need a file, and I saw it to boot from, but I'm not gonna select anything. I'm just gonna click start, and we come to let's go to the console. You can see now, since this machine is new, and then if we try to boot local, it's gonna give us an error because there is nothing installed on the local drive. So what we need to do now is we're gonna have to restore it, and then select any of the options I want, and I'm gonna select basically just gonna these are the different options that I have to select from. So this one is boot Ubuntu desktop. This one is install Ubuntu installer. This one is the installation of CentOS 6.3 64-bit. And then this one installs Fedora 64-bit, Fedora 12 64-bit. And the last one is the installation of OpenSUSE 64-bit. But since those installations take forever, what I'm gonna do is I'm just basically gonna go here and just boot the Ubuntu desktop and see how everything works. Check everything is ready, and then it's taking a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit long, like not that long. We're just gonna go there, and we can just basically wait when this is going on. There you go. Yes. Come on, go fast. Yeah, what it's doing now is just basically installing all the drives and everything. And now we have our complete installation. So if we basically do if config here, you see that gives him the IP 221. Now if I check the logs, let's see, place that we can see. So here is 221. So now if I check the logs again, my DHCP leases, let's see if it's registered as one of them. So many leases. Ooh. Seems like it's taking forever. So here we go. As I boot the Ubuntu, look what happened. So that means everything did work. So you can see the IP here and the IP here. So now let's keep going. Now that I have it like this, since you say it was boot Ubuntu desktop, so I'm just gonna type start X, and then it's gonna take me to the desktop version. So reload a couple of minutes before it take me there, but it won't. Now what it's doing is it's just trying to install all the graphics. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we have the Ubuntu desktop. So now what happens if I want to install the Ubuntu now, just come here and then this stuff is like intense. It's kind of annoying. So we click here, then it's gonna the installation is gonna come up and ask me basically how you install it. Then after you're done with the installation, what happens is that the machine is gonna reboot, and after the machine reboot, it's gonna go to the local boot option that appears when you start the machine. So let's now that I show you this. Now it's like, so there's one more thing I want to show. Okay, so this one is basically I just did this one, like I wanted to see how it's gonna look like. So basically what I'm doing this one, I installed all the Linux distributions into one drive. So basically if I enter, what will happen, it will ask me which one do I want to use. So I have a couple of options. So I have Ubuntu, I have CentOS, I have Fedora, and then I have open source. So basically, it's like what happens when you boot off one of the machines at the school. It's basically what this does now. And that's all. I hope you guys enjoy this presentation, and I hope you guys do good on your finals. Goodbye.